December is shaping up to be a huge month for Game Pass. I'm gonna take an in-depth look at this here Xbox mini fridge, and there's some really cool features coming to the Xbox app. Let's discuss. So November was a pretty big month for Game Pass, especially when they added Forza Horizon 5, which blew up completely and super quick. But December is shaping up to be just as big, if not as big as November, and I'm really happy to see that they're ending the year on a high note. Starting off, the game everyone has been waiting for, everyone has been hyped for, and that's Lawnmower Simulator, baby. Nah, I'm just kidding. My wife will probably play this game. She likes all the other simulator games, Thief Simulator, Car Wash Simulator, why not Lawnmower Simulator? Warhammer 40,000 Battle Sector is also going to be joining Game Pass, and this is really interesting because I just think that the strategy game genre is underrated. It often gets overshadowed by, the newest first-person shooters and these new RPGs that are coming out, but RTS games are games that I really personally thoroughly enjoy, so it's nice to see that Xbox is beefing up on these titles. This will join Halo Wars, Gears Tactics, and now Warhammer 40,000 Battle Sector. Now, for real, the game that people have been hyped for, waiting over a year for. It was supposed to launch last year at the end of 2020 alongside the new series consoles, but it was delayed, and that's Halo Infinite. The Halo Infinite campaign is coming on December 8th, and it's gonna launch day one on Game Pass. And this is something that I feel is gonna it's up there, it's gonna break the internet. Pretty much. Everyone's gonna be talking about it, everyone's gonna be playing it. I personally can't wait to get my hands on it, explore that open world, go through the progression system and do all sorts of crazy stuff. I'm interested to see what they're doing story-wise. In the technical preview, they kind of played their cards close to their chest, so we didn't see any of Fireteam Osiris, Blue Team, Dr. Halsey, the real Cortana. There was a Promethean enemy, it looked like, at the end of that technical preview for the campaign, talking about what seemed to be the Mantle of Responsibility storyline. So I'll be interested to see where they take that story. This next game to me is probably the most interesting outside of Halo Infinite, and that's The Gunk. This is a game that kind of looks like it would have launched for a PlayStation or a Nintendo. It's a third-person action-adventure puzzle game, but it's, strangely enough, an Xbox exclusive. I thought that was super interesting. So in this game, you take over the role of two adventurers who are strapped for cash, apparently, and they're trying to make their fortune and get rich on this hostile planet. And you'll be cleaning up the gunk on the planet, and you'll be fighting off monsters and solving puzzles. But the overall vibe of the game, the overall look of the game looks really, really interesting, looks really beautiful. And the gunk sucking up animation kind of reminds me of Luigi's Mansion for some reason. I'm not sure, but it kind of had that same vibe. So again, a game that you don't really often associate with the Xbox brand, but I'm excited that it's coming to the service to really diversify their profile. So one of the major criticisms for Halo Infinite's multiplayer is that it just takes too dang long to level your battle pass. Some people were saying, yeah, I played for 6 hours and I maybe got 1 or 2 levels, maybe. I'm still like level 5 or something. Now, they're making changes, of course, so they already made the change at the beginning when people were giving that feedback to make one challenge that's just play one game. They also doubled the duration of the XP boost, so at first it was 30 minutes and now it's an hour, and the 30 minutes was just too short. Sometimes one match could take 30 minutes depending on if you're playing a super long gridlocked capture the flag or objective-based game. Now they're taking it a step further and modifying the experience that you get through the first 6 games of your session. So the first game, if you complete it, you get 300 XP. The second through 4th games, you get 200 XP for completing them. And for the 5th and 6th, you get 100 XP, like you have been getting up to this point. And every game after that, the 7th and onward, you get 50 XP. This might not be the dramatic, sexy change that people have been wanting. Me, for example, I want them to do away with the challenge system altogether and just award XP based on performance and medals. But they have responded on Twitter and said, guys, that's gonna take time to implement something, dramatic like that. So we're doing what we can for now. And in the meantime, this change will guarantee you at least 1 tier of your battle pass for just 6 games. And that's not even including the other dailies and weekly challenges that you're gonna complete along the way. So I think this is a good step in the right direction. I haven't gotten around to testing out these new XP changes because I've been really busy rearranging my room and setting up my new setup for my Twitch channel. So if you go on over to Twitch and follow stay, well actually, if you follow Xbox Ready, there's no stay Xbox Ready. It's just Xbox Ready. Going over to Twitch, I'm gonna be soon engaging in all sorts of shenanigans on there. I'd greatly appreciate the follow. So probably the most underrated thing about Game Pass is all of the free stuff it gets you besides the games. So right now I have Crunchyroll Premium for 75 days, and that's awesome because I love anime. I've talked about it a lot on this channel. And it's awesome because Crunchyroll Premium is a service that costs $10 a month. So for 75 days, I basically have $25 in content and services, all related to this anime stuff that I love. And there's a whole lot of other stuff that they're giving away for free as well. They have YouTube Premium, 3 months for free, and that's a little lame because they're running the same special on their website, but they also have Discord Nitro, 3 months, and they also have a month of Disney Plus and 4 months of Spotify Premium. A lot of those services, like Crunchyroll, are $10 a month. So if you do the math, that is over $100 if you were to claim all of that stuff. They also give away in-game rewards. So they've already done this with Apex Legends, Dauntless, Fallout 76, Black Desert Online, I'm pretty sure. But the big addition is that they're gonna start giving away bundles for Halo Infinite multiplayer. So the first one is the Past Tense bundle, and it's gonna come with an assault rifle skin, a couple of XP boost, and a lot of challenge swaps. And it's gonna kick off a monthly tradition. They're gonna give away Halo Infinite bundles as part of your Game Pass subscription every month, starting with this Past Tense bundle. Also, I mentioned this before, but they're coming out with new bundles for Apex, Dauntless, and World of Warships as well, so keep an eye out for that in the month of December. So here I have the jumbo Xbox that has 8 terabytes of memory and 25 teraflops of computing power. Just kidding, it's just the Xbox mini fridge, the infamous Xbox mini fridge. This came about because Xbox or Microsoft won a head-to-head battle against Skittles on Twitter, a brand battle, and because they won, they decided to make this upscaled version of the Xbox Series X and make it a mini fridge. So let's take a look at it. I have it plugged in right now. We have these 2 buttons right here. It's actually a pretty faithful upscaling of your standard Xbox Series X. As you can see, power button, disk drive right here, and then you have the sync button right here, power button right here. So these buttons actually control different lights on the fridge. So this one right here, bam, turns on the power button. I don't know why you would want to switch this on and off, but hey, the option is there if you want it. This button controls the top light, that little green action that you have going on the top. And I'll do a little twirl of this right here. So all the power stuff is gonna be right here along this line, and then they have like some fake out stuff that you would see on your regular Series X with the HDMI ports and the power. I thought that was I thought that was something, but it's not. It's just an indent, I guess. But here you can control. Here's the standard power button, and then this is a 12 volt cable that you can plug into your car if you wanted to take this tailgating or something. You can have a really epic LAN tailgate that you bring this fridge to. You'd be a big hit. Thematically, it would be awesome. And then, of course, you have the on and off switch for the actual cooling system itself. Now, this is marketed as a fridge, right? A mini fridge, but it's not really a fridge. It is, I can't remember what it says on the box, but it's really like a thermal cooling system or something, because it doesn't actually cool your drinks, right? And so a lot of what people are saying on Twitter is that they're posting videos of this because it's so loud when the fan is actually on. This is basically just a big box with a giant PC fan that will keep your already chilled drinks sort of cool, right? But it's not gonna take a totally lukewarm drink or warm drink and make it suddenly cold. So I'll show it off for you right now. Like I said, the switch, the on and off, right, is gonna be right here. I turn it on, and that's pretty loud, right? Like, that's a pretty loud fan sound. So I'll open it up for you guys right here. Bam, right here. Here's that cord that you can plug into your cigarette lighter like I was talking about in your car. And on the interior right here, pretty classic Xbox green, I would say. Very nice. Yeah, not a whole lot of space. If you take out these shelves, you can fit your Xbox Series X in it. So that's a cool little party trick, I guess. But yeah, pretty decent. So actually underneath the sync button that controls the light for the power button on the front of the fridge, you have a functional USB port. So for example, this controller is always dying. So if you wanted to play 60 straight hours of Returnal, you can go, plug it in, right here, bam, you got the charging light right there. Or better yet, you take this, you throw it into the trash, because boo, and then you got the real controller right here, baby. Yeah. But you know, $100, I'd say that's pretty fair, pretty fairly priced. Yeah, I'd say, and the best thing about, it seems to have settled down a little bit in terms of the pre-orders and the scalping and the reselling and all that. You can actually go into most Targets right now and buy this in store. You can only buy it in Target. It's an exclusive deal with Target, but you can go in, buy it like the days of old and walk out with it if you really wanted to. So the Xbox app for mobile devices is pretty cool as it stands. I know we all love using our phone as a remote to use non-gaming apps instead of constantly firing up your controller. I definitely appreciate that. But there's some cool features that are coming soon. Xbox has made link sharing available on the app, meaning that you can go to your captures on your Xbox app, click on it, and instead of right now, if you want to share your clip, you have to, at least in my experience, you have to download it from the app, either on your phone or you transfer it from your Xbox to your computer. It's a whole process. But with this new link sharing, you can go on your app and you can get a link of the video that you can then share to any social media platform. And anyone can view it regardless of whether or not they have an Xbox account. I think this is a really great move because the easier we make it for people to share clips of their experience in game, that's basically just free marketing for Xbox and Microsoft. We want to have an easier time to share our in-game experience, whether they be crazy, whether we do something awesome. It's just great for the community overall. They're also gonna be adding a trending content section to the Xbox app, and this is basically, you know, kind of this direction that every tech and app is going in, where it's all about social media and community and things like that. So this will allow you to like, comment, and share other users' posts on your feed. You can sort of already do this on the activity feed if you go to friends and community on your Xbox, but like I said, this will bring that experience to your mobile device, iOS and Android. You know what else they should do? They should start consolidating these apps. Right now you have a separate app for the Xbox, and then you have a separate app for Game Pass, and then you have a separate app for cloud gaming. On the PC Windows version, all of that is sort of consolidated. If you open the Xbox app, you have your socials, you have cloud gaming, and you have Game Pass and PC Game Pass all right there in the Xbox app. But even on the PC app, it's sort of not entirely consolidated, right? If I wanted to go see my captures, that wouldn't be included in the Xbox app. I would have to go over to the Xbox Companion app. And that, you know, I'm tired of switching through these apps, especially on my phone. Like I said, that they have the Xbox app, the Game Pass, and cloud gaming. I would just like to see it consolidated into one standalone app rather than switching from thing to thing. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. My name is Ray, and please go over to Twitter and follow me at StayXboxReady. I'm also, like I said earlier in the video, starting a Twitch. We're gonna start streaming and getting into shenanigans, Halo, Sea of Thieves, Forza, all the great Xbox games at XboxReady.